Hello, everybody. We'll be getting started in just a second. This is your chance. 4 minutes to go. Grab yourself a glass of water. Get ready. We've got a rumble in the jungle coming. right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. We have a fun one for you tonight, the Rumble Room. It is going to be a fun game with friends, brought to you guys right for your viewing pleasure. Let's have some fun, see some fun strategies, some cool strats, some unique gameplay as everyone comes in to just give it their best and have some fun with some friends. We've got this team versus that team. We'll see how they come along. We just got the last couple players trickling in now. This should be exciting. Last minute swaps on both teams as everyone comes in for the fun of the game. Map 1 is going to be Subway. Let's take a look in there. Ladies and gentlemen, I love this map. I'm not going to hide it. This is a mid-range, mid-size map that plays like a CQB map. So you have the timing of a mid-range, but the close quarters madness of a close-range map. Going to make it a very fun one. This is a fan favorite, so you're going to see a lot of very practiced strategies as players have played this map time and time again, almost to the point of exhausting their willingness to play it, but it's just so much fun. I'll give you at least one tip every stream. Here's a fun one. For those of you that don't know, C4, or plastic explosive, has a tendency to operate off of line of sight, meaning if there's a C4 on the floor over here, that C4 catches you if it can physically see you. If it has that eyesight, then you are dead. However, there is a very strange quirk with C4 when it comes to soft cover. Most soft cover, if they cannot see you, they cannot kill you. That is to the exception, for some strange reason, of these signs up here. So if you were to place a C4 up on this bar sign, for example, and you had a C4 here, despite the fact that it cannot see you, if you are standing at the end here, for some, let's make that a little more human-like so it's less, it's just you got a bad back, what can I say? If you are standing at the corner here and this C4 were to go off, despite the fact that it physically cannot see you, it will still kill you, which is a very bizarre quirk of these signs in particular. That being said, these signs are in fact soft cover, so you can fire bullets straight through and pepper through and clear out C4 on both sides of the sign. But having a C4 that is physically out of view that can catch players is a huge advantage most times. This is just one example of that. The most common example you'll see are back here on the XXX stairs. These signs here have that similar feature where they can explode through them. So you do have to be very careful. It's a very, very common spot. Very well played, well used and abused. And it's fun as fun can be. I'm actually curious to see what kind of C4 plays we're going to see tonight on Subway. Subway is a very C4 heavy map. As the last of the players trickle in. Let's see if we can get a look at our players here. If I can press these in the correct order. Alright. So, for this team, we have God of Shinobi, Smits, Nova, Oaks, and a fifth player who's on their way. And for that team, we have Wicked, Pounds, Jake from Skate Farm. I love that name. Whiskey, and Salty. As we're going to be getting ready to go into Subway. All right, let's take a look. So we have our main corner objective here. The goal is going to be taking control of one of three lanes. You can take the Main Street Rush and control Main Street. You can take the XXX Alley Rush, or you can take the not as common South Stairs push. South Stairs is not common for a very good reason. The player at the top of South Stairs has the most powerful high ground position overhead to peak. There's a reason that Obi-Wan said the high ground was the most important section. There is no winning this. The defenders have the high ground. So this is borderline non-existent unless you really want to throw off the players, leaving you with just 2 avenues to make that push. So as the defender, your job is to shut down Main Street and shut down the alley push. Once you have shut those down, you are in good position. However, until you've done that, it's not truly over till it's over. You've got a lot of late finish lines. So we're going to see how these players play it out. Looks like our last player has come in. It is Mithril Marauder. It's going to be a good one, folks. As we hop into it, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Excuse me. Excuse me. Thank you. Don't know why that happened. I lost control of all of my buttons. As we should be getting started any moment now. The players are ready. We'll take a look at this South Stairs. This is a no man's land. Pushing this is, you're asking for trouble. That's suicide. Can I say that on YouTube? We'll find out together. They have a tendency to change what you can and can't say very rapidly and constantly. So we get ready for the first round. Here we go. Ah, that's why my buttons weren't set up correctly, because my buttons weren't set up correctly. All right. Pistol straight at the uplink for luck. North Stairs spawn. Let's take a look at this Main Street corner here. Defenders will be coming around the corner any second now. This is where the action is going to be happening. This and that Triple X alley. Here we go. Corner. Salty. Pounds. Grenade. Nova rushes straight in. Gets flash. Nade. Catches Oaks. That's why you don't turn that corner. There's always going to be utility there. Follow up. Nade. Beautifully cooked. Underthrown. That is going to be the res. Counter flash. Flare to the corner. Smoked out. Pounds pushes back up to the corner. They got quick spawn. Here comes Wicked in Triple X. Beautifully cooked grenade from Oaks. Unfortunately, hits too far back to catch Pounds. Pounds, C4 to the face. Takes down Oaks, Nova, and Shinobi on Main Street. Marsoc down to 2. 2 versus 5. Wicked has that backside. Mithril now slow peeking out. Let's take a look at that line here. Shots come out. Mithril's going to go down to Salty. Sorry, other way around. Salty's going to go down to Mithril. Mithril has the corner. Smith's pushed out. Going to give him a hand here. As he's going to go down to both. Pounds takes down all 5. That is an ace. This team is going to take round 1. Unbelievable. What an ace. Pounds has shut down Main Street dominantly. C4 on a triple pick clear. And the last 2 players, unfortunately, line themselves up to go down to 1 burst of fire on Main Street. That right there is a full commit from Marsoc onto Main Street, but they committed way too early. Let's actually head over to Main Street. Absolute insanity. So if you look at this corner, here is my friendly advice to you. If you get to this corner and you have the quicker spawn and you rush round to the end of here, do not, under any circumstances, walk to your left. There is a grenade and a C4 waiting to blow you up right here. And if the grenade doesn't get you, the follow-up C4 flying through the air at almost swore, at Mach speed is going to ruin your day. That is a very typical push out you'll see early in the game, and one that has definitely cost them, as this team is going to lose the first round on Marsoc. Now let's see if that team has the ability to do the same push with more effectiveness. Hopefully not resulting in an ace on Main Street as we get ready for the next round. We're right on the edge. Come on, don't do us like that. Oh, there we go. Leaving us hanging a little bit. Leave us wanting more. Oh, we've got some headset issues going on. That makes sense. The technology for this game can be a little finicky sometimes. Looks like we got the other spawn from that team, so we're not going to find out how this Main Street early game goes. Shinobi with a flashlight. I like to see it. Where's it going? Right on the corner. Seen that before. That's a fun one. Hoping to force out some pre-fire. Shinobi's going to push just full commit into north. Very lucky they did not get quick spawn. That would have been a risky push. Salty and Wicked now pushing in. Oaks about to come around the corner. Oh, he's peeked up on top of the box. This is a friendly game, so I'm not sure what the ruling is. Nor is it my business. Beautiful grenade, but it's undercooked from Wicked. Every league is different. VRML Standard League rules, you cannot stand on those boxes. However, this could be a different story, as Oaks is going to trade with Wicked. Oh, we go back to Main Street. Shinobi rotating back. Whiskey, I thought he was on main. No, he is pushing underground, and he's pushing it quiet. Going to be on access in just a second. Head back over there. We got access. Up to Triple X. Jake from State Farm clearing slow. Gonna burn a lot of time on this push, and that's okay. 4 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock. To be this close to uplink is perfectly acceptable. To take your time and clear out everything. No audio, no nothing. Let's scout ahead for some C4 here. Turn on some night vision. It's the only situation where the darkness really does matter. Do we see a C4? There's the flashlight on the corner. Oh! Oh! You get your own camera. This is what I'm talking about. So if that C4 were to explode right now, despite not being able to see Jake from Skate Farm, it will in fact kill him. That is a fun C4. Jake making lots of audio. Throws the util around the back. Catches Mithril Marauder and Smiths. Nobody popped the C4. Nova going down to the trade. No res. Who's got the clacker? You've got to be kidding me. Whiskey makes it to the corner. 2 players down around the corner. Shinobi, util. Almost catching. Nova gets back up. Shinobi getting Mithril as well. Nova holding the line, and Whiskey overextends into the pick. Does take one on the way out, however. Mithril and Shinobi going down. Oh, man, that was... what a heartbreaker. I was waiting for that C4 to come into play. A little too antsy on the trigger. As we get ready for the next round, we will be right back. He tries to pop it, I don't think. To make it in, that could have been a double kill. Sophie and Special Ops now faced with Rolly. There goes the knock. Gets another!
Chocolate pushing it. Perfect timing. Aztec did not spot him because he was staring up. Chocolo's made it all the way to the east roof.
Boy. He might get Aztec here, and he does. No? Yes. Yeah, 5 people. They're going to break down the ship. Luna takes down two right off the bat. What was that angle? Oh my goodness!
Aztec drop shots to this goal.
1,000. No.
The cap.
No.
Oh,
It's
goes
fine.
for the kill
We won it
instead.
anyway. Link is hot and smokes are all over the place. This is where you want to be if you're AOW. OVL needs to make magic happen. Patrice, great utility, flashes potatoes, swings, gets taken out by Angel. Position to give call outs. Jay flashes Phenom here. Oh, he's going to slow push directly into him, and Phenom's going to clean him up. Okay. Throat comes out from Elton. We are back. Sorry. Bit of a clearing throat there. This is your ASMR channel. That's why the importance of water cannot be understated. Wicked drawing a smiley face for luck. Let's test your artistry. Oh, giving them little eyebrows as well. Very nice. Solid face. 4 out of 10. Comes the push out. We're following right behind as we get ready into that underground section. Nova, first up, goes to Red Room. Shinobi, round the corner. Mithril giving him a hand on Red Room for push. That's the push up. So we see Salty coming up through that backside stairwell. Could get called out by Nova. Get a peek out. Oh my god, the full commit on the swing. Catches Mithril. Shinobi does not stop him. Salty goes round the corner. Gets shut down by Nova. Shinobi on the pre-fire to get past stairs. Objective right around the corner. Wicked. The last line of defense for the push to the uplink. Shinobi in position, gonna smoke out the stairwell. Not a common smoke out. One would say an early smoke. Second smoke. No, that is gonna be a grenade. Does shut down a surprise C4 that even the caster did not see coming. Wicked counter nade. Nobody there. Shinobi comes up, kills the C4, refuses to elaborate, leaves. Gotta respect it, Jake from State Farm. Very good positioning. Pounds. Beautiful positioning. There is no getting capped on today. Whiskey has control of Horseshoe. As we see the rest of the team has committed to the underground push. Gonna come up from the backside of uplink. Could be very, very powerful. Wicked at risk of getting shot in the back if they go for that north side stairwell. As well as Jake is gonna have to contest. The big wild card is going to be Whiskey on this backside. Pounds pushing down. He's going to go and commit. Play it low, slow, quiet. And Angle's active. Peeks out, catches Nova. That's one. Will there be another? Oaks in position. Pounds, very happy to have gotten his kill. He's going to take it and run away with it. Go right back upstairs. He's living in the interim. Full control coming out for the underground. Pounds is happy not to contest it. He's going to let them have that. Take his one pick and be happy. Rotate to a new position to be able to shut down that push. Pounds, beautiful position in between these train cars. Going to have both part of the objective as well as the very top of the push from underground. Pounds, beautiful reposition after that pick. Shinobi going to be rotating through that underground now. Going to be a little bit late to really get any value out of it, as there are players on every section of this opening now. With Pounds no longer in his old position, Wicked on Link itself for Access Tunnel is the only true possible weak link that could be pushed, as that leaves you with 3 defenders to deal with as opposed to all 4. Of course, hindsight is 2020, and Smiths and Shinobi are deciding their next push. Playing it quiet again. Smiths crossing. This is the quiet right before the storm. Util comes out, lands directly onto the railway. Oh, second Util. That grenade could... Oh, that is so very close to shutting down Jake. Does not. Jake counter flashes. Follow-up flash catches Jake. Follow-up nade catches no one, but it's beautifully cooked.
South stairs coming up.
Call me a connoisseur of beautifully cooked grenades. Oates on the far side. Could have this line on Jake. Wicked has to be careful not to get picked off by Oaks. Pounds in a position to shut down Oaks and Shinobi, though. Wicked's going to rotate out. Smith's going to punish him for it, but not before Whiskey gets him. 2 versus 3. Oaks is going to reposition back to that other stairwell. Now knowing more information, Pounds is aware, could call it out at the risk of calling his own position out. Shinobi's going to watch Whiskey. Beautiful reposition. Oates peeks up. Jake and Oates in a gunfight. Shinobi's going to take down Pounds. There goes one. Let's get back over on Jake. Jake on State Farm. He's got a beautiful line through the bottom here. On to Oaks. That is dastardly. That is such a small pixel. Oaks is going to rotate out. Jake pushes away at the worst possible time. Shinobi's going to catch him, and Jake is going to get finished by Oaks. Whiskey goes down and takes Shinobi on the far side. Oaks commits wide into the swing. He's on uplink. He's going to rotate back instead of going for it. Whiskey now stuck 1v1. Oates is locked in. Whiskey has the line. Oates commits and goes down. Whiskey shuts it down at the last possible second. That team is going to take a point. Well played. Absolute insanity. Oaks not realizing he was about 3 seconds, not even half a second away from glory. All he had to do was rotate across and get straight onto uplink. Nothing Whiskey could have done to stop. As we take a look at these lines, a lot of beautiful lines from that far side hit. However, the line that is missing is the line on uplink. Whoa, jitter. You will see that if a player makes it to this back side of here, that is in fact all she wrote. That is enough to cap, and there are no lines coming from back here that can shut this down. So this right there is your finish line. Oaks literally feet away from glory. Coming down to just the positioning of the last couple players. Beautiful picks coming out between Shinobi and Oaks, shutting down this backside of the uplink and getting full control. Unfortunately, just not enough to be able to make that final cross. Let's see how the other team can make this push. This uplink is notoriously difficult to defend due to that one cap spot. Because you can capture the objective from relative safety to 50% of the map, it is notorious for players getting sends on it. So defenders keeping that in mind, and this team really doing a great job of keeping that in mind. There they are. As that team has gotten beautiful map control, watching all those final lines, watching that cap spot. Here we go. Round 4. Curious to see the push-up. Any smiley faces? Smiley face? No smiley face for luck. That could be the deciding factor. Shinobi, Nova. Nova on the push-up. Flashlight on the ground. It costs 3 points. You might as well. C4, you get your own camera. As we see a horseshoe push coming. Jake, Salty underground. Not a lot of control of access tunnels, so I'm going to back off of it. Try and get a control of horseshoe here. As we zoom across the map to catch it before things go down here. Smith's going to be in an engagement in just a second. We'll take a look over there. Nova in a beautiful position to watch that final line. Gonna have an awkward C4 position. That could come into play. Wicked's gonna smoke his line, so the C4 is gonna turn into a guess for Nova. Salty and Wicked have a lot of smoke on the uplink. There's not a lot of bodies on it. We talked about keeping control of that final cap position. Nova is gonna take down Wicked with the C4, but only knocks despite being right on top of him. Salty gonna pre-fire so he can get that res off. That's the res, and Wicked's already on uplink. Where are all the defenders? Nova repositioned to a beautiful reposition to shut down that cross. Could catch Wicked here. On the push-up. There he is. Can he see him? There it is. Wicked goes down. Nova does cover the cap spot. Beautiful reposition, shutting that down. Salty's just holding. Waiting for one more free pick. Gonna pre-fire. No players, but that flashlight sure is dastardly. Absolutely wild. Oaks is pushing up the flank, and he's gonna shut down Salty.
I killed one service.
Well, there's your defender on Link.
Service is clear. Service is empty. I was the only
Jake is gonna take down Smiths. Here comes those shots. Up top. Oh, no, no, no. That's not what I wanted. There we go. Jake is gonna shut down Whiskey.
Oh, what was that? Who's that? Is that our teammate?
I don't know. I didn't see it. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, rip. Sorry, Whiskey.
Nova is going to shut down Jake from Skate Farm, getting that refrag on Whiskey. Pounds going to take a bullet on the far side. Mithril Marauder and God of Shinobi keeping control of that north stairwell. As Pounds is going to throw a smoke flash around the corner and use that to shut down any audio for the reposition. However, the rest of the team is going to hear it, as Nova should be calling it out as well as Oaks. Shinobi and Marauder in position. It is a 1 versus 4. This is going to be very, very difficult for that team. Pounds has made an ace earlier tonight. Can Pounds do it again? Let's see what he sees. Night vision goggles. Why do you occlude my cameras like this? Why must you be this way, Onward?
I shot at him. He had to go back.
Sure. Pounds pushing up into the north stairs now. He's going to play it low and slow, try and get these picks. Let's see what he sees. Very careful on this push-up. Shinobi's going to be the first angle. Will he get peaky enough to get shot? There it is, and there is the shot. Shinobi shuts down Pounds and finishes the round. We've got Volk trades tonight. As we get ready for the next round, ladies and gentlemen, we will be right back. That's going to be a punish from Ringo as he's overextended to the roof. AK is going to get the refrag. Nicely done. Is AK watching it? No, he can't see. Zepon's in cap position. The smoke runs out. No! AK, take the shot. He can't see him. He takes down Timmy instead. No corner, takes 2. Would have been legendary. Extra flash. Nobody's over there, but Phenom's going to use it to reposition. That could cost her. Rocket's got this angle. Phenom goes down. That's a beautiful grenade. They have 3 defenders to break in order to do that. Antics is going to come in any minute now. Here comes the cleanup. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Next round starting soon. We've got this team versus that team in the Rumble room. Let's see the defensive position. We have the underground platform. Underground rails is usually what I call it, but I've heard people call it platform. I prefer rails because I call the main platform. Not to be confused with platform shoes. Those are a fashion trend from the 80s. We see the red room push. Salty pushes up to access. Here comes the gunfire. Oaks pushes out. Pre-fire into red. Beautiful shots. Whiskey's around the corner. Calling out audio. Whiskey gonna be a big push out. Smiths Pushing into his line now. Question is, when is he going to peak?
Watching it now.
Yeah, someone's up there. Heard footsteps. It's either up or down.
All outs coming out. They know somebody's in the area. Paranoia is setting in. Pounds is going to take down Oaks. Shinobi going to get the refrag. There it is. Nade comes out from Pounds, does not catch. As we take a look back over here on Whiskey. Whiskey's going to be the only one in close enough proximity to shut down Pounds. He's going to wait till he can get a guaranteed kill. Shinobi is going to get the C4 on Pounds. What? Oh, he picked up his clacker. That is a level of disrespect that I can get behind. That is funny.
But with our two teams.
Here comes the Smiths going down to Whiskey. Whiskey waiting patiently for that pick. Wanted the guaranteed kill. Now that Whiskey is right in the middle of Mithril and Shinobi,
He's stuck in
they're going to have to play this very differently. Speaking of very differently, Salty's coming up the backside. He has rotated all the way around and is now flanking the two players that have been stuck on this red side because of Whiskey. Mithril's going to take down Jake, punish that flank. There's an even bigger flank coming that they don't know about. Here it is. Salty gets one. One player left. Shinobi around the corner. Whiskey still alive. Util flashes. Shinobi blind, takes the shot, throws a flash behind him. I gotta give major respect to that little flash dump behind him. That was a really cool play. Just here, take this behind me as I run away. As that team is going to take another Volk round. We're trading Volks tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Let's head back to the uplink. Absolute pandemonium, insanity, cats and dogs living together. The entire rumble taking place in the red room on that access tunnel. Great positioning, great pre-fire, good decision making all around. And we're not going to talk about, we haven't talked about it much, but the fact that Whiskey was still alive, stuck into that cubbyhole, instead of trying to get aggressive and peaky and get more kills than he needed, was a huge advantage. As long as he was up down there, every player inside there had to root him out before they could push past. And that gave the defense all the time they needed to make as many flanks as they wanted for free, so long as Whiskey was still alive. All right, let's take a look. Oaks doing his best worm impression.
Fuck, your timing might be a little bit fucked.
Nova in position. Shinobi drops the flashlight on the way. Absolutely seamless. C4. Shinobi is going to play the barrels instead, but watching the long angle, less common, might be a little bit danger close to his own C4 here. You will see. Salty gets up very aggressive. No pre-fire, nothing. Shinobi might have gotten away with a push to red room as shots come out from Oaks. Going to take down Whiskey and Jake. I apologize, Oaks. I couldn't be there to see it. On Horseshoe. Very nice. That is a grenade to clear the area, but it's thrown to clear the other C4. It does not catch the active C4. Nade comes out. Footsteps. Pounds checks the corner. Shinobi is there. C4 catches him. He's going to finish. Come back around the corner. Salty goes for refrag. Ring around the rosy. Flash does not catch Shinobi. Salty pushes up on the flash. Goes down. Wicked commits Shinobi.
3 dead. That's going on my fucking Instagram.
Oh yeah, clipping that for you right now. That's Instagram worthy for sure. As we get ready for the next round, Shinobi shuts down Red Room, taking 3. Oaks taking 2 on Horseshoe. That's all she wrote for that round. We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. There is no way he's ready for this. There it is. Shot. Boom. There it is. Phenom now has to watch the back. He's going to swing in. Antics gets punished. There's the refrag. Jay still holding the angle. Phenom's going to go out. That's going to be another refrag. There it is. Just like that. Last player goes down. Yeah, no quarters has 1 player. Raging Moth 4 up on Marsoc round. Timmy needs to shut everything down by himself, and he has shot his weapon. He is exposed, and AK is going to take it down. All right, we're back, ladies and gentlemen. We have North Stairs for Subway. North Stairs is commonly known for just how aggressive it is usually played, and since we've got a Rumble Room tonight, I expect we will see equal aggression from both sides up into this backside corner. This is going to be where the action takes place, ladies and gentlemen. I'll do my best to cover it all, but believe you me, this is going to be a lot happening in a very short amount of time. We're going to just nestle in right here and get ready for the action. As we see both teams getting ready in their respective spawns. Let's take a look over there. These night vision goggles blocking the vision is so unfortunate.
Get there faster. I'll be more likely to fight with you guys. Just, I'm so like maybe. Want me to nade over the main wall? When they push up, throw the stagger flashed over for him. I'm gonna throw the bash on the left. So like, just wait for the util to go off.
Here comes the util. Perfectly thrown by Mithril. Not quite perfectly cooked, but man, what a throw. The follow-up from Wicked. Looks like they're playing it slow. Lots of explosives and util coming out on the uplink. Nova is pushed up. Here we go. The counter grenade. This poor corner has seen more action than most war zones will see in a lifetime. C4, grenade, pounds, whiskey, everybody throwing everything but the kitchen sink at this corner. Correction, I think I saw a kitchen sink thrown. It's the push-ups as everyone realizes they've caught nobody and they've burned all of their utility, which they have to do. Whiskey flash, Nova flash, whiskey blind, pounds pre-fire. Nova pushes in, grenade round the corner, does not catch pounds. It's going to be out of... No, it does catch him. It's just in range. Whiskey holding the line to stop pounds from getting finished.
Blow him up with the C4 right now. Hit him. There's another one. Util. There's a guy waiting. Pixel peeking.
Whiskey waiting for that pick. Pounds having a bit of fun with it. The grenade lands at Whiskey's feet. That's the finish and the knock. Whiskey goes down. North Stairs has fallen. I repeat, North Stairs has fallen. Just like that, it is all over. Oaks taking some on the backside here from this platform. That is going to be Subway going the way of this team. Well played. Like I said, North Stairs. You love it or you hate it, but you gotta admit it is what it is. You throw util and you pray. As the teams are deciding their next map, we will have one bonus map tonight of map 4. We're going to be playing on Suburbia tonight. Everyone loves a good burps. As next map is going to be Bazaar. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, you can see my cursor for a sec. So, peek behind the screen there. As we get ready. Whoa, why is the map blank? That's a new one. Anybody else seeing that in the bottom right? All right. Oh, there it goes. That was interesting. All right, we're going to fix some stuff in the background. We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. grenade. Nova and Kami go down to Bubbly Toucan's grenade. Bubbly Toucan now on link, takes down another. Rolly's going to take down Kaz by accident. That's a push out. Flash catches TK. Rolly swings wide. He's going to punish him. Oh. Let's come out over comms. Nova in position. A lot of heavy push up. There goes Kami taking out TK. Bubbly's about to push into Nova. Bubbly does get the refrag. Nova pushes out. Rolly pushes out. C4. Will he catch Fire Team on the inside? There's the U-tail. It bounces off the wall. I think that's a grenade. Oh, it only takes Willie. That is Fire Team down. Here he comes to come in and clean up. He's going to swing. Killbox mobs. Ability to take control. So long as Killbox can keep control of that guard tower, and speak of the devil, there goes Bubbly Toucan. That's going to cost them. Yuto flashes Ringo. Nolo's going to use it to reposition. 1,000, 2 1,000. Ringo's no longer blind, but he is deaf. There it goes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are on Bazaar. Bazaar is a very definition of a mid-sized map. Lots of long-range angles, lots of close-range CQB, everything all in once. And now, with the addition of this latest update, we have rooftops. So we are going to see, for example, let's rotate up there. We are going to see a lot of new rooftops have been added to this most recent update in the form of these ladders coming out these back sides. These ladders do take you up top on the roofs. You've got the roof over here. You've got the billboard roof over there. You've got the far side roof over there. And you've got the D-block roof over here, adding a new level of verticality to this map that had never been seen before. Early smokes come out. We got Quick Spawn coming out. Wicket's pushed up. Salty, Shinobi, Oaks in position. Everyone's fighting for Kiat. Shinobi inside now with Whiskey and Salty above him. Whoa! Nearly runs past. Shinobi gets the pick, but good God, that man was the Flash. Shinobi in position. Should still be a player right above in the form of Whiskey. Wicked, Pounds, and Jake have all rotated to the far side. We'll come back to this in just a second as shots come out.
Window first floor, northeast, one nade between, he's at the doorway of east.
Jake nearly getting naded by there. Shinobi's gonna take down Whiskey as well as himself. Looks like that was a C4. As Jake is pushing up and committing. Nova in position to be able to get this pick. Nova is going to get taken out by Wicked on that push. That is huge. As Whiskey and Shinobi are both downed here.
Here right now, but they're probably gonna go for the res soon.
Giving out information.
Get me, come.
Oaks is going to take down Jake on the flank. Going to get that confirm and should get Shinobi up in just a second. Smith's getting Wicked on uplink. That is a big loss as Pounds is going to be the last one alive. In Blue Room, going to have to clear out Smith's. Actually, just Smith's. He's got a shot. And there, unfortunately, is going to be a shutdown trade from Mithra Marauder and Pounds. This team is going to take the Volk round as we go into their Marsoc. Those of you watching the Rumble Room, welcome and enjoy. This is a fun, friendly scrim between friends. This is entirely a pickup team of just random people who play competitively in the community and love to just hop in and give it their best and have some fun and get some bragging rights while they're at it. This uplink it's unique. It is unique. So you have a couple of things you need to worry about here. Also, let's see some folks in chat. I got a genuine question. Do you guys enjoy these breakdowns per uplink, or are you like, we've already seen this before, we know this. Stop explaining stuff we already know. I'm genuinely curious. So this uplink is kind of dangerous because on the other side of these grates here, this uplink can be captured, which puts you at very high risk. Another position that you'll see get captured a lot is this backside corner here. This, however, does require you to reach your tablet out to a very risky degree to try and get the cap. That being said, it is a position you do have to worry about if you are defending it. So pay close attention when you're on defense. As we get ready for the next round, here we go. Is it quick spawn again? It is. Let's take a look over. I don't want to miss any of the quick action here. Smith's watching that interior line. Whiskey's pushing up to Kiat. Let me out. Let me out. Shinobi and Nova make it into Kiat. Whiskey pushing around the far north. He's going to go all the way to the toilet shack. Nova is going to take the first blood in the form of pounds on uplink. Whiskey on this backside. Going to be a bit of a thorn in the side of Shinobi and Nova. Good tablet awareness as we see Salty throws the grenade, does not catch. Wicked's in a very strong off-meta position to try and catch a player out by surprise, but only on that final push. Not visible by Shinobi or Nova. I like it. I like it a lot.
There's one under us.
Oh, looks like Wicked is going to get peaky. He wants that kill now as opposed to later. This could cost him, as he's going to expose himself. There goes Oaks getting that pick. Would not have seen them past these barrels as Shinobi's going to take down Salty. Sorry, I missed it. I was too busy looking at those barrels as Shinobi's going to come in and clear up Link. Nova right around the corner. Whiskey shutting down Nova. Shinobi tries to get the refag. Can't. Whiskey coming back to Link. Shinobi's right there. Ooh, he takes the shot. Gives up. Rotates to a new position immediately. Knows that position is burned. There's a defender right around the corner in the form of Jake. Jake's gonna shut down Shinobi. I feel like I can't speak tonight. Nova in position now on Link. Look at that overhead. As Jake and Mithril are gonna trade. Oaks is gonna get the refrag. Mithril brought back up. It is going to be a 3 versus 1. Whiskey, the last man. That team needs to get a point, because this team currently has 3 players up. Beautiful grenade onto uplink. Where did that even come from? Amazing grenade onto uplink from downtown. Whiskey gets into a hardcore back and forth gunfight with Oaks. Oaks trying to get an alternate angle. Goes in view and catches Whiskey out. That is going to be a Marsoc win for this team. We go 2-0 on Bazaar. I almost said Suburbia. See, I'm so excited for Suburbia. As we get ready for the next uplink, let's head on over. As we head into the far south side, we see D-Block is the next uplink. Folks, this is a fun one. So we've got a couple of high risk positions, but for the most part, as far as capturing this objective goes, it's going to be more than a little funky, as this uplink cannot be captured from any sort of cover whatsoever. It's very unfortunate. This uplink is safe from pretty much everything, to my knowledge. The capture position for this uplink is anything in this zone here. Anything outside of this zone is unfortunately not fair game. And you cannot capture the uplink from the other side of this wall, as much as I wish you could. Nor can you capture it from the other side of Palm Tree, which is another very sad piece of information. You have to be within this circle, so your only option for capturing this uplink are take out all the defenders on Link and hope somebody's late to crash, or smoke, smoke, and more smoke. That being said, it has been done before, so don't count it out. This could still go the way of Marsoc in the form of a crazy capture. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see the defense pushing up. We have the east side spawn for Marsoc. Going to be pushing straight in. Nova is going to get that early line. Going to take out Wicked, but not before his line is smoked out. Mistral getting pounds on the far side. We'll come back to this in just a second because it looks like Shinobi is going for a wide flank. Smith's going to get down salty. Mithril. It's not a flank. Who's the player that I was seeing back there? As Whiskey is going to take down Smiths and Jake is going to take down Oaks.
-1 south, -1 far south. Metal shack.
One in the building beside Fridge.
That's the refrag coming out as Jake is in strong positioning to be able to shut down any sort of crosses. But there is no need for the defense to cross this road.
I want to look in Fridge.
Jake, exposed, going to push out. He smokes again. Nova once again has had their line shut down. Another smoke into the corner. Nova's heavily smoked out. Jake, another smoke. You have no idea which direction he's going to be coming from. Nova's now in panic mode. Fight or flight reflex coming in. Got to pre-fire at the smokes, otherwise you could get capped on. This is within range. Mithril's going to shut down Jake, though. Jake, a lot of value out of that smoke, and then unfortunately just not picking one of those two positions to push in. Nova, beautiful grenade just in case. If there was somebody in that smoke, there isn't now. Whiskey on the push-up on a 1v3. Let's get a feel for what Whiskey is. Oh, he's going to roof. We talked about it, ladies and gentlemen. That upper area is going to matter. Is he going to take it quiet? That is the question. He is. He's going to move nice and slow. Not going to alert anybody. Casually eats a grenade off the roof. Well cooked. Unfortunately, no target in range. C4 attempts to shut him down. Could have hilariously just left that C4 at the bottom of the stairs and walked away. A C4 at the bottom of that ladder would have been absolutely beautiful. As Shinobi is going to shut down Whiskey's only way out. Shinobi, you get your own camera. Also, onward. Explain yourself. That's not how shadows work.
You motherfucker! You won't, I bitch. You won't. You know I won't. Oh man, he got me.
Is your team arguing yet?
Arguing?
Yeah, did we break your spirit?
I'm just going to set the cameras right here and listen in.
I mean, after Jake team killed me, I'm kind of messing around.
Oh, you got TK.
I did, yes I did, on an important round on Subway.
Oh, man.
I don't know what you're talking about, Whiskey. Nobody saw that.
Don't fall down that ladder again. Uh-oh, he's quiet. He's coming down.
Joke's on you, I'm actually gonna do the glitch way off. Let's do this.
Can't even do that anymore. That's me.
Whiskey even grabbing the pole just to try and give an audio cue to make Shinobi push over. Oh my goodness! I gotta give props to Whiskey. Made that play nearly work. Even gets a shot off. That's the fastest I've seen somebody get down that ladder in one go. As this team is running away with Bizarre. Absolute insanity. What a nice relaxing end. Just a casual conversation between friends and a casual 1v1 off a ladder. Those of you watching at home, remember, drink water. It's good for you. This stream is sponsored by water. Oh. Just a little round start to get your hopes up. Now the question is, will that team be able to take the Volk round? Oh, looks like we got the south spawn. Get a nice little zoom out here. Is Whiskey gonna come down to the south corner? He is. Here comes the first engagement. One crosses. Whiskey showing off his beautiful singing voice. Jake pushing out into Smiths. Nearly gets shot back. On that long corridor. Spawns are confirmed. Jake gonna rotate into position. Oak's gonna be his main combatant here. Holding the door rather than the window. I dig it. We'll come back to him in just a second. Let's take a look over on the other side here. Yes, no more night vision goggles, but we can see everything for once. Pounds on Blue Room playing that defense. Whiskey just around the corner. Feel like Wicked is going to be the next engagement. See if I'm correct here on this push out. Salty has made it to the center bazaar. With Salty in the market, that's going to be risky for these defenders right around the corner. Shinobi has made it to the edge of Blue Room. Shinobi Salty, here we go. Shinobi rotates in, makes it. Dangerously close to uplink. Wicked right around the corner, even clipping the wall. Shinobi might be able to see and shoot it. Oh my goodness. Turn around, Shinobi. His thick dump truck is giving him away. Flash doesn't catch Wicked. Back and forth, back and forth. There goes that dumpy again. Can't believe I'm unironically saying that. Shinobi makes it in on Link. It's amazing that he's been allowed to get this close. Mithril takes out Salty. Wicked right around the corner. Pounds coming back to try and stop the defense here. Unbelievable. Shinobi gonna swing. Trade. Oak's gonna take down Jake on the far side on the south. Oaks and Smiths have made it in. This is high risk for Wicked on the far side. Shinobi has called him out. Oaks is going to get taken down by Whiskey on that backside. Smiths in on Link. Wicked just got a grenade at his feet. There goes Wicked. He goes down to a beautiful grenade from Nova. Whiskey has to rotate around the backside, and he will. Shinobi on that far side gets finished off by Mithril. This team runs away with it on the Marsoc round. That team goes down. That team really let this team get real close to the uplink. That went from I swear they're about to cap to this is going to be over. As we go into map 3, looks like the teams are going to decide. I'm eager to find out what map we're headed to next. Ladies and gentlemen, we will be right back. To catch Nola, might have caught him. He's going to reflash. Ringo's blind. Nolo has no idea he's there. There goes Ringo like a snake. A lot sooner. Select Bot is going to take down Shinobi. Classic detective with unlimited means of money at their disposal. You'd think they would have found their parents' killer a lot sooner. Select Bot is going to take down Shinobi. And that is forever going to be stuck in that clip. Is me talking about Batman. You got to be quicker than that. Oh. Oh. Peas. Here comes the push out. Beautiful utility. That catches him completely off guard. He's going for it. Peas. Flash 1. Flash 2. He's going for it. What is this man on? Can't back off because of this. There goes 1. Ring Monster goes down. Peas is going to overextend. He's doing it blind. Grenade. There goes Nolo. Side. Ringo's just holding at the door. I think with a knife? He's in the smoke. Yep. There goes the second. Flash does not connect. All right, ladies and gentlemen, map 3, Abandoned. Time to get some crazy snipage going right now, right here. We have the beachside 3-story objective by Tank Courtyard. This is a good one, folks. There are 3 spawns. They all end up behind the apartments. It looks like they are going to get the center side spawn behind apartments. Here comes a push out from Wicked and Whiskey. Anything over 100 proof is considered Wicked Whiskey.
Maybe one dead. Maybe.
Salty. Not going down to Shinobi. Shinobi taking a hit in the process. Assumes that he got the finish there, but Salty's still up. Oaks is going to take down Wicked on a beautiful flank into Tank warehouse. Whiskey in position to support Salty.
One's on the stairs by pipes too.
That's some onward timing right there as Shinobi pushes out and Whiskey rotates away at the last possible second.
Pipe, staircase, and pipes.
Beautiful callouts from Shinobi on sheer audio. Knows he's got 2 defenders, or suspects I should say. Is going to rotate up. Shots coming out from Jake. Shinobi taking those pre-fires. If you aren't sure it's a head, shoot at it anyway. Flash catches Salty. Shinobi nearly walks past. Catches Salty at the last second. Pounds in position on that far side. As shots come out on Link.
They killed one on pipes.
Callouts come out from Shinobi. Shots come out from Mithril. Gonna take down Whiskey. Smith's coming around the far side of the pipes. Beautiful grenade from Pounds. Does not catch Shinobi, however. Shots from the far side. Smith's between Smith's and this far side push from the Marsoc. Gonna be high risk for Pounds here. Shinobi at the sorry, not Shinobi, Mithril at the wall. Pounds crashing. Pounds can get taken down from any angle. The question is who's gonna do it? Will Pounds get one on the way out? Smith's gonna be crossing his line. Oof. Pounds does get Smith's, but not before getting refragged by Shinobi. Jake last alive on 3-story. That's going to be the finish. We really should differentiate the teams. I'll set the names. We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. Last one again. Look at that booty. All right, we're back. And we've differentiated the teams. It looks like we got the far north spawn from Arsoc this time around. Way out of the mountains, which means there's going to be an early line. Let's go take a look at that. No early line check. Nova is going to head up to 3-story. Here comes the push-up. Shinobi pushes out, catches Jake in the open. Catches another, Wicked goes down. Shinobi -2. That team down to 3. We have a 53 situation. Shinobi rotating up. Heavy commit. He's got his kills. Is he going to try and get more? Is he going to back off content? This becomes the question of, do you get greedy or not? Oaks pushing around the backside. Shinobi now has backup. Shots come out on pre-fire. Assuming somebody was in the back window of the car. Salty in position on that far south. Pounds taking shots at Shinobi. Back and forth. Back and forth. Pounds and Shinobi. Commits. Pounds gonna take down Shinobi. There goes the thorn in the side. Attempts res. Around the, oh, whoa, whoa, this put me in the wall. No! It's fine. We saved it. Oaks swinging out on Pounds. Gonna get the pick. Leaving that team with just 2. Whiskey gonna try and get the refrag as Oaks gets way too greedy. Unfortunately, almost gets picked. And there goes Whiskey. Oaks makes that flank. Supported by Nova's shots onto Whiskey. Salty has made it a good penny's distance now. On this slow cross. This man is stealth incarnate. Slowly peeking out. With death and destruction behind. Where'd he go? Has anybody seen Oaks? I found him. Beautiful grenade from Oaks. Has no idea just how close that grenade came to ending the round outright, as he's going to go hunting for this last player. Absolutely crazy. Salty checking his numbers, perhaps memorizing code as he might make it to uplink. He has to get the pick on Nova and then make it to uplink sight unseen. No idea how much defense there is, as Nova is going to get the peeker's advantage and Salty goes down. There goes that round. 2-0, abandoned. As we get into the next uplink, it's right around the corner here on Tank Courtyard. I'm a big fan of this uplink. High risk, high reward. Essentially the goal, shut down this warehouse. Easier said than done. Here we go, next round. Here come the defenders loading in. Sharing is caring, passing some magazines around between the defenders. So fun facts, the RPK rounds do in fact fit into the AK-12. They are in fact the same style of 7.62. modern AK drum mag. Unfortunately, the banana mag style AKs do not take those rounds. One of the wonderful things about Onward is their attention to, if it works in real life, it should work in the game. Really is what differentiates this game from other VR titles for shooters. And it's what's kept us around for so long. It's got an amazing community of people and players alike. Shinobi ekes out, but he takes it low. Doesn't get caught out by Whiskey here. Whiskey gives the call out. Nice and quiet. Shinobi pushes up now. Whiskey does not have the line anymore. He's rotated away to watch the cross, which is smart. If they were hard rushing, they would have made it past him potentially. He is going to watch the line. We'll come back to Whiskey in just a second. Take a look as the rest of the defense. We've got Jake on that far side. Pounds. Anybody in control of apartments? No. Here we go. Right back onto it. Whiskey. Shots coming out from Oaks. We got that top line. Flash comes out. Catches nobody. Oaks. Shots back at 3-story. Shinobi pushes down. This could catch Whiskey by surprise. He hears the audio, though. He's going to rotate his focus. Shinobi around the corner. Whiskey patient. Not going to overextend to try and get this pick. Only now rotating for the angle. One shot, one kill. Salty gets a shot off, though. Shinobi does put a bullet into Salty as Whiskey's going to hold this line on Myth. Mithril right around the corner. Whiskey holding, waiting for that head. He sees it.
Minus.
Clears it. Wicked around the corner now on the surprise flank.
I killed 2 behind apartments.
Gonna catch Oaks in the open. Does get a good flick for the trade. Grenade, if there was a player there, that would have shut them down. Nova now coming out that far side. Whiskey abandoning that position to go for res. More utility to shut down any potential players. Sees nobody, goes for res. Looks like he took the coward's way out, or potentially took a bullet in some way, shape, or form. I'm not sure what caused Wicked to go down there. But Wicked is down for the count. Nova in position near uplink now. It's going to push up. This is a very exposed position to 3-story, and Nova's aware of it. He's going to wait till he can get that pick off. This is a very difficult position to push the uplink from. You get exposed to first the 3-story, then apartments, then the uplink. And when you get exposed to the uplink, it's not just one side or the other. You are exposed to every angle on uplink all at once. This is a very risky push from Nova. So we see Whiskey has rotated all the way to blue, question mark. No, where is Whiskey? He's at apartments. Nova found him before we did. And we have a mini-map. Pounds in position around the corner. They have lost their 3-story player. Pounds has rotated in for the crash. A good positioning this late in the game, especially with only 2 up now. Jake on link. Pounds around the corner. Nova has to clear 2 defenders to try and get this push. Making that audio, though. 1 minute and 58 seconds on the clock with lots of audio is high risk, especially this close to the uplink. Utility. Flash. Does not connect. Second flash might have connected. Jake on that back side. Beautiful position. Grenade comes out from Pounds. Nova's going to swing and gets past Jake. He's underground. Nova goes back. The slow walk. There you go. Memorize that code, Nova. You have 20 seconds of slow walking left to go. Move slow, move slow. He's going to rotate in. He's going for cap. 1,000. 2, 1,000. 3, 1,000. That's it. They let him in. Nova shuts Abandon down immediately. What a cap. All it takes is 1, ladies and gentlemen. All it takes is 1. Ignore all that noise. As we get ready for the next round, it is going to be Suburbia. We've got a bonus Suburbia tonight. What a cap. Let's take another look at the picture while we're at it. All it takes is one Marsoc alive against 4, 5 Volk. Doesn't matter. They can take the entire round and then some. You have to be careful of that surprise cap. Speaking of surprise caps, we are going to be playing on the tank objective first. So this is another one of those, like, you let a player slip in and it's all over kind of uplinks. Absolutely beautifully done. Going into this map for Suburbia. You love to see it, you hate to see it. It's hype and it's heartbreaking all at the same time. As we go into the final map tonight in our Rumble Room, we hope you guys have been sticking around and enjoying it. It's been a blast having you guys. And it's been fun just to sit down, have some relaxed games with some skilled players, just having fun, showing off their skills. As we get into it, here comes Suburbia. Tank objective, Suburbia. Let's go. We've got the west side spawn for Marsoc. No pre-fire allowed here into this far side fence, as they are going to get the opposite spawn. See how they play it out. Positions. Is Elmo here? Yep, I'd recognize that voice anywhere. Grenade comes out. Nearly catches two, just a little too far to the left. Nova and Shinobi take control of center house. Elmo pushes really hard into lane 1. Fully commits another push into lane 1 with the double flash. Gonna go wide. Pounds waiting for him. That's the... Whoa, what a flick. That's a trade. Gonna be Oaks and Salty coming out on the far side. Wicked right around the corner on the refrag. We've got the trade on lane 1. Wicked's going to make that push. Look at all this smoke. Wicked can push right to the uplink. Mithril on the backside is the last hope they have of stopping him. Correction, Nova, where the hell were you? Where'd you even shoot him from? Is that a trade? Absolute insanity. I didn't even see that one coming. This goes to show you my game sense. Nova getting the surprise pick onto Wicked. Wicked had all the smokes in the world on Link. Just 1 or 2 more smokes, and that would have been the final cross. So one of the things we have to talk about, especially after that last round, is if you have even one Marsoc alive, it doesn't matter how many defenders you have up if they get to the uplink. You saw smokes on the front side here. You saw smokes on the far side here. You saw smokes all over here. But we needed was one more smoke here to cover that cross to get to the backside of tank. And that was going to be all she wrote. Hindsight 2020, though. As we get into the round, here we go. We got the east side spawn from Marsoc in the form of this team. Let's see how this team handled it versus that team. Free fire comes out wide from lane 4. Grenade comes out to shut down the lane 4 player. Wicked throwing the smokes off of Link. That's a good play. Lots of picks early as Wicked's going to go down. Nova's going to take Salty. Whiskey's going to take down Mithril. Oaks on the far side pushes out Pounds. Might have the angle on him, doesn't. Wicked's aware he's there. He's heard the footstep change. He knows he's on road. Peeks. That's going to be Oaks down. Beautiful timing on the peak from Wicked, waiting until he heard the footsteps on hard floor. Whiskey's going to take down Nova, but God of Shinobi is going to take down Wicked on that refrag. Shinobi last up for his team. Here comes Pounds to try and get that res, but this is high risk. Taking the pre-fire into Shinobi. Could have caught him, actually. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Sometimes you just got to shoot through the bushes and hope. Pounds is going to back off. Knows he can't get that res. Knows his life is not worth giving up for that. As Whiskey's in position, waiting for Shinobi to rotate. But Shinobi is going to commit. Shinobi, Pounds, here we go. That's going to be the trade. Shinobi and Pounds, trade. Using the Vector too. Gotta love that weapon. And we go into the next objective. It is going to be burning building. Wow, okay. We haven't moved very far. Ladies and gentlemen, this is burning building. Called that for some kind of reason. I'm not sure why. We may never know. Playground is going to be where it all goes down. Looks like we got the west side spawn for Marsoc. That team is really getting unlucky with spawns. Nova, Mithril, Oaks all pushing right side of the house, getting their smokes out for early line crosses. Gonna smoke out the roof of the house. Heard there was a termite problem, needs to fix it. Gonna throw some smokes to resolve it. Whiskey and Elmo right around the corner. Elmo goes down to Whiskey. Shinobi tries to refrag, can't catch him. C4 from Shinobi does not catch Whiskey. Whiskey pre-firing back. Shinobi swings. What a commit. Shinobi taking a bullet in the process, but boy howdy does he take a kill there. Nova and Oaks is going to go down to Wicked on the far side. Sorry, the other way around. As Shinobi gets double teamed on lane 1. Pounds and Jake from Skate Farm on this far side. Going to be in Mithril's line. Mithril takes the shots. Jake swings into the active bullets and catches Mithril. That was a brave swing straight into the pre-fire, but he does catch him. Going to come down to Oaks and Nova on uplink. Grenade comes out from Jake to clear out the fence. Jake holding true, pre-fires into the Hesco on the backside. Pounds pushes to center house. He's still waiting on the backside of center house balcony. Gonna make that push up. Jake is gonna make this slow push up. Here we go. As we see Pounds is rotating around. Makes it into center house. He's going to be playing the center house angle to try and shut down that cross in case Jake goes down. Jake around the corner. We got Nova going to be in position on Jake in just a second. Oaks, is he going to take the slide? No, he's going to hold that back Hesco's common last resort crash position. It's a very good one on this uplink.
That's the PTR. Sandbags VTR.
Flash does not catch Jake. Nova takes those pre-fire shots. Jake watching towards that back APC. Pounds is now pushed out onto the front of center house and is now committing to the push. Gonna have to watch for Oaks. Nova is gonna go down to Pounds. Jake in position on the south side road. It's just Oaks. Oaks does not have the uplink covered anymore. I repeat, Oaks does not have link. Jake is going to clear the backside before making a commit back to link to try and get the cap. Pounds on the backside. Oaks has to commit. He's going to go up the slide and get picked off. Jake. Right on that backside of link. That is best case scenario for this team. As we get ready, we go right back in. Burning building, round 4. Round 7. As we get ready for round 11 onto burning building. Here we go. A very fantastic push from that team, coming around that far side of lane 1 and clearing out of all the defenders, forcing them to take crash positions. Takes a lot of mechanical skill to make that kind of a push and clear that much safely. You really got to check your corners. Beautiful early grenades, flashes come out. Wicked and Pounds in a war zone. Wicked's gonna take down Shinobi with that grenade, doesn't realize it. Mithril has to try and get the res, but Wicked's pushing up. He's gonna get the confirm. Wicked isn't gonna get, he is gonna get refragged by Mithril. Here comes the flank on the far side, but he's gonna get shut down by Elmo the Destroyer. Whiskey goes down. Mithril around the corner. Pounds gonna take down Nova. We lose Nova at the backside of Bus. Where did we lose Nova? Pounds around the corner. Mithril could be called out by Wicked. Wicked still up. He could be giving call-outs. Pounds going to take down Myth. Oak's going to push up for the refrag. Cannot. He's going to swing out and get a nice flick on Jake from Skate Farm. See that 10 times fast. Pounds is going to go for that res while Oaks rotates around the backside. It is a 1v2. He is going to get a nice restock off these bodies, however. Fun facts about the TAR-21, it does take standard M4 mags. So Oaks is able to resupply his ammunition off of them as well. Honestly, what makes the TAR so absolutely dominating in this game is its ability to take every standard MARSOC mag style. Oh, Oaks sees Pounds, goes for the flick, not enough trigger discipline. He's committing. Pounds could catch him in the toes here. Tries to get a flare trick on him. Swings out and catches Pounds. Oaks forcibly taking the road on sheer gunplay alone. As we push out. Wicked holding from center line. Going to try and flank center house. Not realizing that Oaks is committing entirely to this back flank. He has 3 minutes and 47 seconds on the clock. It will take 1 minute and 38 seconds to get around that backside back to lane 4. Wicked in position on playground. A nice off-meta position to be able to watch that final cross and still control Link on this backside here. I actually like this. So if we take a look here, Wicked has deemed it worthy to take this line, and I dig it. With this line right here, he has control of the road, and also, more importantly, control of this final cross on lane 4. So technically, he has this box covered, and that is where the uplink is located. I really like this reposition from Wicked. It's off meta, it's strong. It'll work. As we see Oaks, a minute and 30 seconds later, has started pushing around the backside of lane 4 now. Here comes the line. The problem is Wicked has to be looking at the right time. It's a 50-50 shot. You miss 100% of the time. Here we go. Wicked picks the wrong line to watch. You only have one pair of eyes, and they can only watch one line at a time. Wicked loses the coin flip, but does not get capped on. Very nice, very nice. As we get ready for the next round, it is going to be the garage. I'll admit it. I don't like this objective. I feel like it's too far deep into one spawn versus the other, and it makes for an uneventful round. That's just a personal preference, but I feel as though 9 times out of 10, it just leads to things being too quiet. As this objective is not particularly good for pushing. Pounds is going to accidentally take down Jake as he rotates in front of his pre-fire. Bounced a grenade over the roof. Hits the C4 unironically. Calculated. Shinobi takes down Phenom and Whiskey. And Pounds. Shinobi saves some for the rest of us. Nova is going to finish off Wicked, and that's it. The round's already over. Did you blink? You missed it. Unbelievable show from this team. Round's just over. It's gone. And it's gone. What we're going to do is we're going to take these bullets, okay? And we're going to put these bullets in your stock portfolios. And we're going to make sure we diversify your stock portfolio to put in as many safe investments as possible. And it's gone. Your money's gone. Heavy utility. Oh, Wicked almost getting caught out by Oaks' grenade. Shinobi pushes out lane 4. Gonna take down Wicked. There he goes. Shinobi in control of lane 4 now. 1 player in the backside house. That is going to be Jake. We've got 3 players controlling center house. That second floor, Phenom. First floor, Whiskey playing sandbags, but he's playing the window instead to watch inwards because Pounds is controlling the Heskos and watching that cross. So long as Pounds is there, Whiskey does not have to worry about getting pushed up on. I like this duo position here. Elmo gets caught out by Pounds on a beautiful C4. Mithril on the backside cannot get a refrag out of it. Phenom's going to punish him for it off of that second floor. Shots come out on the far side. Shinobi getting into a fight with Jake from Skate Farm. Whiskey pushing Shinobi. Whiskey on the commit. Here it comes. That's Nova covering his back. Shinobi's got teammates. Nova covering him. Shinobi's going to take down Jake on that backside. There we go. That team is down to 2 players. Will this team run away with it? Last 2 players are on center house. Phenom's going to shut down Nova and push out to commit. Flashes, pushes out. Phenom and Shinobi are right next to each other. Don't realize that Phenom misses Shinobi around the corner. Shinobi shaking his head. He might have been blind. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to assume that he was blind there. Either from flash or not, both are accurate. That little shaking of head. I don't have words. That was a great way to end it. Sorry for the coughs. I'm not getting sick, you're sick. All right, ladies and gentlemen, map 4, round 7. Last round, last map. Make it a good one. Throw everything you've got at it. Here we go. Northern spawn for Marsoc. They shot at spawn. They know what spawn they got. Can they position to be able to shut it down? A power play from that team. Smoke, it's overshot, but does shut down the back line. Another smoke undershot, lands on the roof. Nolo's going to go down to Nova. Phenom in position around Shinobi. Oaks is going to take him down with the C4, however. Oh, the confirm right before. No, Shinobi did not get confirmed. I just saw the name tag move. Pounds on the backside. Wicked's going to take down Elmo. Oaks overcommits, gets punished by Pounds. Lane 4, Wicked. It's got the smoke line. Beautiful utility. Stutters for a second, but it does get Nova right on top. Enemy AC-130 inbound in the form of Wicked's arm. Wicked's on Link, and Shinobi's backed off. He's going to push round. There it is. 1,000, 2,000, get lower, 3,000. Wicked takes it on a cap. That's how you finish a game. Ladies and gentlemen, that team has won it again. I've been Firesoul. This has been your Rumble Room. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys are curious, we have plenty of league content coming your way. GG's to both teams. Fighting 1v5, Pounds pushes up. Very nice. C4 comes out, does not connect. Peas commits to the swing up top. This is a game of peekaboo. Shinobi takes down Peas, just Smith left. A frag at one point. Util pushing. Thank you guys so much for watching. We hope you guys have enjoyed. You guys have yourself a fantastic evening, morning, day, wherever it is, whatever it is for you. Thank you guys so much. We'll see you guys in the next one. We'll see you back by the end of the week as we have the OCML finals coming up. And we get to see who wins it all big time, as well as the OCL finals coming up as well, I believe. So OCL will be coming up on, I believe, Sunday, but that is not fully confirmed. We will be seeing you guys then. Until then, take it easy.